Oh hey there lads, my name is Lassie. Thank you again for checking out one of my videos. Before we dive into the conversation, maybe tickle that subscribe button. I have it on good authority that by doing so, more PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X's will pop into existence for people to actually buy. In today's video, I will be detailing the recent Hell Let Loose news, sharing what we know about the console version of the game, how development looks behind the scenes, and of course, when we should expect our console allies to join the front. So then, the news first hit us 2 days ago when a comment was made by the studio's upper management. They made a small comment on how Hell Let Loose would venture to the console market at some point. There wasn't a lot more information than that at the time, hence why I've waited until today to cover the topic. Thankfully, we received a proper, full, fleshed out blog post update from the actual development team itself. It's a lengthy note, so I'll do what you lads come to this channel for. I'll break it down as much as humanly possible. First up, Hell Let Loose is coming to console, the consoles in question being the next generation hardware, the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. The idea hit the developers once they saw the power of these new generation hardware. They realized that technically the new consoles were and are powerful enough to run Hell Let Loose well enough. Not only that, but the developers also felt that certain conditions needed to be met before console development could even be considered. The PC version of the game, for example, needed to be up to scratch. Now, it goes without saying that even the PC version of the game has a long way to go before being perfect. It is certainly in a much better state today than it has been in the past. The developers didn't feel it right to announce a console version without making sure the PC version would receive the same treatment. So, in the worst case scenario, console development would take up all of the dev time and leave the PC version lacking updates and content. That won't be the case for Hell Let Loose. Quote, "Fundamentally, Hell Let Loose was only possible due to the grassroots support of our PC community, and we are deeply committed to fulfilling the promises we've made, both in final quality optimization and continued development for years to come." End quote. In order to maintain this constant update stream for the PC version of the game, along with all of the bug fixes and tweaking we're used to seeing, the team at Black Matter have adopted the help of Flix Interactive. Flix is a support studio that has assisted with numerous games in the past, from Sea of Thieves and Crackdown 3 to Zombie Army 4. Black Matter will continue to work on the PC version of Hell Let Loose while also working alongside Flix on the console version. This is ideal in my opinion. It means there are no sacrifices made to the PC version of the game, and loyal fans who have supported Hell Let Loose since the early days aren't being swapped out for new console players. But that isn't all. There's more good news. Crossplay is coming to Hell Let Loose, but only between both the PlayStation 5 and both Xbox Series consoles. PC is not part of the equation. This will hopefully mean there will be no shortage of players on either platform, the console platforms, while also keeping the playing field somewhat fair. Hopefully this is something adopted by other games going forward. It mitigates a lot of the known issues related to crossplay, especially the aspect of PC cheating and unfair advantages, especially with mouse and keyboard. Black Matter makes an additional point of saying that the PC version of the game and the PC player base will not suffer because of this console-based Hell Let Loose. They are planning on adding controller-specific features to the PC version of the game, such as gamepad support and accessibility. This has apparently been requested for quite a while, either because of player preference or in some cases due to player disabilities. Controller play is much more accessible overall. The developers assure players that this will in no way dismay mouse and keyboard gameplay, and controllers will have no advantage and vice versa. Another point made by Black Matter is the notion of benchmarking. In order to have Hell Let Loose ship on either console, PlayStation or Xbox, it needs to hit internal targets such as frame rate, resolution, connection, etc. This means the game will need to undergo a series of optimization patches to make it run as good as possible on both consoles. The team has assured players that any improvement made for the console version of the game will also be implemented to the PC version as well. This is great to hear, since for me personally, the general polish of the game is my biggest issue. Even as I run it using an RTX 3080, my frames sometimes dip below 50 depending on the map, which is less than ideal. So then, finally, when should we expect any of this? Well, an exact date hasn't been shared with us just yet, but an official announcement is coming in the next few months. With Hell Let Loose fast approaching its full release version, we should expect the console version to be detailed further around the same time. Let's not forget though that Black Matter is also working on a ton of other content for the game as detailed in the recent roadmap. Flamethrowers, the campaign mode, the Eastern Front, more Western Front content. Now really is a good time to start following Hell Let Loose. So if you're excited for this, share it with me and the lads in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and make sure you subscribe for more content covering Hell Let Loose. Until the next one though, I'll see you lads later.